Good morning students. Let us continue our last lecture from where we have ended. So in the last lecture we are discussing about the mechanical damped harmonic oscillator and we have taken two forces. One was restoring force and second was our frictional force, right? Then on solving all these things we got our solution as alpha is equal to minus r plus under root r square minus omega square, where we have considered alpha 1 alpha 2 as two values. And now we have to discuss our three cases. One is for heavy damping, second is critical damping, and third one is light damping. That depends upon these values alpha 1 and alpha 2. So let us discuss all the three cases one by one. First, I will discuss the first case, that is the case for heavy damping. So let us discuss the three cases. First case first. That is our case of heavy or over damping damping. In this case we have to consider that r square minus omega square is equal to positive, that is r square is greater than omega square. So we can see that our solution is alpha is equal to minus r plus minus r square minus omega square, and we have taken our solution this one. This is our fifth. So when we put r square greater than omega square, so this will always become positive, right? And it will be smaller than r. So we can check that minus r plus a small quantity will be negative, right? And minus r minus any quantity, that will again be negative. So therefore both this quantity and this quantity both will be negative. We can write, we have x is equal to c1 e ki power alpha 1t. What is our alpha 1? This is minus r plus under root r square minus omega square into t plus c2 e ki power minus r minus under root r square minus omega square into t. Again, as r square is greater than omega square, this will become positive, this will become positive, but smaller than r. So both the terms will become negative, e ki power minus something, e ki power minus something. So this shows that in this situation both exponents will be negative, and hence we can say that x decreases, that is amplitude decreases exponentially with time, and there will be no oscillation. The body returns to its initial equilibrium position without any oscillation, right? That we will discuss about the second case. The second case is the critical damping. This is the case for heavy damping. Now we will discuss about the second case. Case second. This will be for critical damping. In this case, r square will be equal to omega square, right? So when we will put r square equal to omega square, then we will have this will equal to 0, this will equal to 0, and both will become c1 e ki power minus rt, c2 e ki power minus rt. So this will not satisfy our equation of motion. So therefore we will not take r square minus omega square is equal to 0 exactly. We will take some other quantity. So let this for this situation our solution will not satisfy our equation of motion as we have discussed just now. So let us put r square minus omega square under root is equal to some quantity, say small quantity, that is h. So therefore we will have x is equal to c1 e की power minus r plus h into t plus c2 e की power minus r plus minus h into t. So we can write c1 e की power minus rt and e की power ht. Here we can write c2 e की power minus rt into e की power minus ht, right? So taking e की power minus rt as common, we can write x is equal to e की power minus rt and we will have c1 e की power ht plus c2 e की power minus ht, right? Then we can write, expanding these terms, we can write e की power minus rt, we will have c1 e की power ht is equal to 1 plus ht plus higher order terms, right? Here we can write c2 1 minus ht plus higher order terms, right? So we can put the similar order terms on one side. So we can write e की power minus rt c1 1 plus ht, let it be, ignoring higher order terms, plus c2 1 minus ht, again ignoring higher order terms, right? So we can see that we have got our x is equal to e की power minus rt c1 1 plus ht and in other we have c2 1 minus ht. Now we can write c1 plus c2 on one side. We can write x is equal to e की power minus rt c1 plus c2, right? And plus ht again common and we will have c1 minus c2. So here we can see that our solution becomes x is equal to e की power minus rt c1 plus c2 plus ht c1 minus c2. So we can take this as a and this as b, right? We can take this as b. Therefore our solution will become x can be written as e की power minus rt and we will have a plus bt. This is our solution, right? Then we will have there what we have taken. We have taken a is equal to c1 plus c2 and b is equal to c1 minus c2 into h. So we can again see that both terms are positive. Therefore x will become e की power minus rt some positive term. That means x will decrease exponentially with time and the amplitude will decrease more before time than the time taken in heavy damping. So this is, thus we can say that x decreases exponentially with time. In the previous case also, in the case of heavy damping also, the x was decreasing exponentially with time. Again we can see that the x is decreasing with respect to time, but it will be more rapidly than the case of heavy damping, and this situation is called, this case is called critical damping case. In the next lecture we will discuss the third case and we will derive some important expressions. Thank you.